everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Missy and I hope you're having a great day today. I'm in the kitchen today and I'm going to be making one of my family's favorite treats at Christmas time, and that is the snowball. Super simple, super easy, does not take a lot of time, and I just love them. I think they're just the perfect little round cookie with a little treat inside. So let's get to and I'll show you what you need for this recipe. So I have my ingredients in front of me here for my snowballs, and I have flour, butter, icing sugar, and vanilla. And in the middle of our snowballs, I'm going to be putting some M&Ms. You can put chocolate chips, you can put nuts. It's really up to you. This is such a simple recipe and you can do this in no time. So let me get the mixer set up and we'll come back and start putting these cookies together. So I have my paddle attachment on, and you can use a hand mixer as well. That's perfectly fine. I'm going to first drop in my butter. Now I'm using salted butter, so I'm not putting extra salt into this recipe. And then I'm going to add my icing sugar. And then I'm just going to turn this on low. And then I'm going to increase the speed. And I'm just going to scrape the bowl down. Make sure all that sugar is off the bottom. Sometimes these attachments don't reach the bottom the way I would like them to. Just make sure we get all that. Okay, then I'm going to add my vanilla. And we're going to put that back on to mix for a few seconds. Okay, now I'm going to add my flour. And then we're just going to give that a mix for a couple of minutes. Okay, so what's happened now after a couple of minutes is it's all come off of the side of the bowl, and that is exactly what we want. I'm just going to mix it for another maybe 30 seconds. Okay, that's perfect. That's exactly what we want our cookie dough to look like. So I'm just going to take this off the mixer and show you the next step. So this is what our dough looks like. And then I have a cookie sheet here that I've sprayed and put parchment paper on. And there goes my oven. I have my oven preheated for 350. And I'm also using my little cookie scoop. And that's just to make sure the snowballs are all about the same size. So I'm just going to take my cookie scoop. Like that, and get some cookie dough in there, and then I'm just going to roll them. And then I'm going to take my thumb and just push down, and this is where I'm going to put some M&Ms in. You can put chocolate chips in here, you can put whatever you like, and then I just close it up and then just keep rolling. and then just place it down on the cookie sheet. I normally put chocolate chips in, but I happen to have these M&Ms that I want to use up, so that's what I'm putting in the middle. I'm going to continue rolling and I will be right back. I finished rolling all of the cookies and we got 27 out of that batch, which is pretty good. And I'm going to pop these in the oven at 350 for 10 to 12 minutes. They probably will be more on the 12-minute side in the oven, but I will be keeping my eye on them because you don't want to burn these. So I'll be back when they're all done. Okay, the cookies have another minute left. They are taking about 14 minutes to cook. So I want to get this ready while they're in the oven. So I have a bowl here full of icing sugar and a spoon. And then I have a cooling rack here with just some parchment paper underneath because you don't want to get icing sugar all over your counter. So we're just waiting on the cookies and then I'll show you the next step. So here are the cookies out of the oven and they are piping hot. So you don't want to touch them right away with your fingers. That's why we have a spoon. What we're going to do is we're going to take one by one and we're going to roll them in icing sugar. And we're going to do this process twice, but we have to do it when they're hot and we also have to do it when they're cold. So let me prepare for that and I'll show you how I do that. So I'm just going to take one of my cookies on the spoon and I'm just going to cover it in icing sugar. And if you touch them with your fingers, they kind of it'll melt and leave a fingerprint on the cookie and we don't want to do that. So that's the first one and I'm just going to lay it down here. And we're going to let them cool. And once they cool, we're going to repeat this process. And I sometimes put a few in at a time. Just roll them around. And onto your baking sheet. Try not to touch them with your fingers, but it's okay for the first roll if you have to get them on that cooling rack. And then all the icing sugar will fall through that rack onto your parchment paper instead of your counter. So I'm going to keep doing this and I will be back when they're all done the first dip. Okay, so the first layer is done on our snowballs and it's just going to melt so that when they do cool off, we can roll them again in icing sugar and the icing sugar will stick and it will actually look like a snowball. Nice and sugary and white, and we love that. So I'll be back when these are cool and we'll dip them again. So our cookies have cooled off. So now what I'm going to do is just re-roll them and put them back onto the cooling rack. You want to make sure you get a good coat on them. And that's what it should look like. And then just back on the cooling rack. And I usually put a few in at a time. And these cookies are so, so good. Melt in your mouth. Okay, so I'm going to continue rolling these and I will be back when they're all done. So the second dip is done, so the cookies are all finished now. Didn't take long at all. This is a very quick recipe and I'm just going to go package these up because I'm sending them out. And I'll be back when that is done. So here are the snowballs all packaged up and ready to go out. And I love this little box from Dollarama. It's so cute, and it held all of the snowballs so perfectly. And I just put parchment paper in the bottom of this box and some tissue paper and doilies. And the parchment paper is just so that they won't leak through. And yeah, they look so cute in here. And like I said, it's such a simple and easy recipe, and you can have this done in no time. I hope you liked this video. If you did, please subscribe and hit that like button and hit the notification bell so you know when I'm uploading again. And I hope you have a beautiful, wonderful day. Until next time, bye for now.